But let me pause. If you are here tonight and you are a widow, the worst part of your life is behind you. Sometimes bad things happen to good people, and it's the dawn of a new day for you. So don't sit down and be mourning and mourning and mourning. God has become your husband. And if you are below 60 and you still desire to remarry, why not? Go ahead and remarry. Don't tell me, when I was marrying my husband, I vowed that I would never marry. You spoke out of pains. And when you're in pain, sometimes you say some things that you do not mean. Now that you have calmed down, you can remarry. Who says you cannot remarry? Yes, you can. Please don't be involved in adultery. It cuts short a man's destiny. Do not be involved in it. Don't say because you are a widow, different men come to your house. No matter the prayers and the graces that may come, it's a dawn of a new day. It's this. If you live in sin, you say just keep your house. Because God cannot be mocked. Holiness is still real and it is still attainable. If you're a widow, if you need to sell the last dress that you have, make sure if you have kids, send them to school. Because it is the child you nurture that will nourish you tomorrow. Don't be sleeping around. It shows later in life. And Isaiah chapter 54 verse 5 says, your maker is your husband. The Lord of hosts is his name. Your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, the God of the whole earth, shall he be called. God is for you. In case you are divorced or you are separated, you are likely to be judged. Because sometimes people don't know what you are going through until they wear your shoes. Whether you were wrong, or he was wrong, or she was wrong, is not the point. Now, this is reality. If you are separated, you are a widow, you are divorced, you go through 4 major stages or 5. The first one, just like adultery. The first one is shock. I never imagined that this will happen to me. The second one is denial. Is it true? Am I dreaming? The third one is grief. You begin to grieve. Sometimes you are in bed, you are crying and crying. If you are separated, if you are divorced, if you are a widow, or your husband or wife committed adultery, you go through these stages. But we thank God because grief is not the last stage. Because from there, you move to healing. And then from there, you move to restoration. God is faithful. It's a cycle. It is. So if you're a widow, you are separated or you are divorced, don't listen to anyone that is judging you. True, there may be some things you did wrong, but that's in your past. And God does not consult your past to determine your future. Your mistake, who doesn't have a mistake? We all have shadows. All of us, no matter who you are. Don't you notice sometimes when it is prayer meeting time? And pastor is saying, everybody pray. And he's praying. Then the pastor says, tell God that thing. Even the pastor. Everybody has something. Everybody. Oh, you've noticed before. Then I'm a real prophet then. Everybody. If the person sitting beside you shows you the video of his or her life, you will thank God. If you are a single parent, please hear me and hear me very well. The devil has done his past, his worst in your life. Don't poison your children's hearts against your ex-spouse. Maybe you got pregnant when you were in school, or maybe your marriage, whatever, but you are raising your kids all by yourself. It's tough, we know. And God is there with you. You too, don't be involved in adultery. Please do not. And if you need to be remarried, locate a Bible-believing church, be planted there, and share your situation with your pastor. If you are not pastored this end time, you are like a Christmas chicken that is being reared. Battles everywhere. And he gave some apostle, some prophet, some. If you are not a part of the some, don't kill the some. Put your head on that some. It is his prerogative. He chose who he will choose. We may be age mates, we are not grace mates. I've told you before. So, know your mates.